Hello and welcome to Flock and Fern. In today's video, I'm going to show you a few simple and tidy ways to join a new ball of yarn whilst you're knitting. We're going to look at joining at the start of a row, joining a new ball at the middle of a row, and how to do this both knitwise and purlwise. Okay, let's get started. So the first technique we are going to look at is joining a new ball of yarn at the start of a row. So when you're about to start knitting a brand new row. So you can see we've got a bit of a tail here, about, 10, 12 centimeters long. So what we're going to do is take up our new ball of yarn. And I'm going to create about the same length of tail and create a little loop. I'm going to stick my right needle into that first stitch on the left needle. And then with the loop that I've created on the new ball of yarn, I'm just going to hook it on to the right needle that's at the back now. And I'm going to hold both the tails of the old yarn that's finished and the new. And I'm going to just simply knit that first stitch and slide it off with that new hoop. And then I'm going to just gently pull on the tails at the back, especially the old one, to neaten that up so it's not left too loose for continuing to knit. Then when I go into the second stitch, I'm going to drop the tail end of the new ball, but I'm going to take the ball end of my new yarn and the tail end of the old yarn, so the one that's finished, and I'm going to wrap both those round and knit them both together. And then I'm going to repeat that 2 more times. So into the third stitch, both the tail end of the old yarn and the new yarn that's working. And one more. There we have it. And then I'm going to let go of that tail. And I'm going to just simply continue knitting that row all the way to the end. Then when we get to the other side and we turn the work round, we can see here's our join where we've got the new ones coming, the new yarn coming in, and you can see that we've got them doubled over. We're going to purl all the way along because we're working in stocking stitch or stockinette stitch, and we're just going to purl these together just like we normally would if it was the same ball of yarn that was there. Okay, so now we're getting to the first of our stitches that I've got the 2 strands of yarn. So as I said, we're just going to purl them like normal. And we're just going to adjust the tail so that it's keeping it nice and the tension the correct for the piece of work you're doing. Do that across all 3. And then on the hook, which was our new yarn, just going to purl into that and then pull on the tail of that one just to secure. So that's how to join a new ball of yarn at the start of a row whilst you're knitting. And you can see that you can't even see those doubled up stitches now because you kept that tension the same. Okay, so now what we're going to do is join a new ball of yarn at the end whilst purling. So we've come to the end, we've got 10 to 12 centimeter tail, and we are going to simply put the right needle into the front of the first stitch on the left needle as if to purl. We're going to take up our new ball of yarn, create a loop, exact same way we did for whilst we're doing it on the knit stitch. We're going to hook that onto the right needle that's at the front, and we're just going to purl that and slide off. Then we're going to go into the second stitch with our right needle. But what we're going to do now is just adjust the tension, drop the tail end of the new ball of yarn, pick up the tail end of the old, and keep a hold of the new ball of working yarn. And we're going to wrap those 2 round the right needle and purl. Adjust the tails again. And then do that 2 more times, holding the tail end of the old yarn and the new working yarn. So we've got 3 doubles again. And then continue to purl along the row. And then same for knitwise, when you get to those, just purl them as usual and I pull on the tails to adjust the tension. Okay, before I show you how to join a new ball of yarn when you're halfway through a row, knitwise, I'd just like to ask if you're finding these videos useful, then please do hit subscribe. It's totally free and it really helps support the channel. So thanks so much in advance to all our subscribers and to our future subscribers. Right, so joining a new ball in the middle of the yarn. You've left the same kind of length of tail, 10 to 12 centimeters. You take up your new ball of yarn. This time we're going to do something totally different. And this is to make sure that there's no obvious gap or join between the stitches. And this is what I find to be the easiest and the most neat technique when it comes to joining the yarn in the middle of a row. So what we're going to do is take our new ball of yarn, and I'm going to leave a short tail at the front, maybe like 6 centimeters, about half the length of the longer tail that you've left with the old yarn. I'm then going to just leave it at the front. I'm going to take the right needle and I'm going to put it into the first stitch on the left needle as if to knit. And then what I'm going to do is picking up the tail end of the yarn that's run out, your old yarn, and this new yarn, which I've got laying in the front of the work. I'm going to wrap both round that right needle in the middle and knit. Then what you'll see happen is this tail, the shorter tail, will kind of flick to the back of the work. And then I'll show you what happens when we continue. Similarly to joining at the start of the row, we're going to repeat that so that we've got 3 of these double joins, and that just securely holds it in place. Now we can drop what's left of the tail of the old yarn and then continue knitting the row. And then when we're looking at the back of the work, you can see that join there, and there's our 3 double-stranded stitches, and we're just going to purl right across, and then at the end we can either weave these tails in or you can hold them in to the next stitches as you come to them. So that's how to join in the middle of a row whilst doing the knit stitch. So now we're coming to that first of our doubles, and we're just going to go in and purl like normal and just adjust the tail end slightly to keep your tension, and that will keep it nice and neat join, and when you're wearing the garment or whatever it is that you're knitting, nobody would notice that there's a join there. And continue to the end of the row. Okay, so now we're on to the very last of our techniques for joining a new ball of yarn, and this is Purlwise. So as you can see, we're purling along. We've run out of yarn. So what we're going to do is take up a new ball of yarn, and similarly to the Knitwise joining in the middle, we're going to do the opposite. So now what I'm going to do is lay this tail of the new yarn to the back of the work, and then I'm going to take up both the old yarn tail and the new working yarn, and I'm going to slide my right needle into the first stitch on the left needle purlwise, and we've got that tail at the back, and I'm just going to take both strands and wrap them round and purl. Then I'm going to gently adjust the tail for both front and back to keep that tension, and then I'm going to repeat that 2 more times so it's nice and secure in place. There you can see where we joined knitwise. And then once we've done the 1, 2, 3 of the doubles, we're going to drop that tail and then just continue to purl to the end of the row. And then I'll show you what to do once we get to that tail when we get to the knitwise part. Okay, so we're now coming up to where we've got our join, and we know that because these are doubled up. So we're going to just knit into the first one like normal, and the second. And then when we get to the third, we're just going to knit into that, but we're going to just pass this tail that was our old ball of yarn and flick it to the back. And we're just going to adjust the tail of the new to make sure we've got that tension. And then we can just continue knitting. Like so. And you can see that you can't even tell where you joined that new ball of yarn. It's nice and neat. There's no massive gaps, which you'd have if you were trying to tie a knot, or if you just dropped the tail and didn't continue with the doubling up. And it's just a nice, easy way to join a new ball of yarn in the middle of the row. So if you found this video useful, as I said, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to see any other videos, then please do drop us a comment. That would be really great. Thank you very much and happy knitting.